I'm going to throw in the next poem that probably can't be used because, uh, generally speaking, I'm an uneducated man. What I mean by that is, uh, though I've read perhaps a great deal, or maybe too much, or not enough, that I am a man alone, if not of the crowd, and I do not hear people speaking words back to each other, and I do not know correct pronunciations. So, with this, it'll be pretty badly fucked up. So, understand the circumstances, but still understand that I should still be allowed to be a man to write a poem like this upon paper, even though perhaps I should not be allowed to speak it out loud. Migrants' ignorance is only technical. Let's hope. Or the beer-filled dream is dead forever. All right. John Dillinger and Les Chasseurs Maltais. It's unfortunate and simply not the style, but I don't care. Girls remind me of hair in the sink. Girls remind me of intestines and bladders and excretory movements. It is unfortunate. Yes. And also unfortunate that ice cream bells, babies, engine valves, plagiostomes, palm trees, footsteps all in the hall, all these things all excite me with the cold calmness of the gravestone. Nowhere, perhaps, is there sanctuary except in hearing that there were other desperate men. Dillinger, Rimbaud, Villon, Babyface Nelson, Seneca, Van Gogh, or desperate women, lady wrestlers, nurses, waitresses, whores, poetesses, although I do suppose the breaking out of ice cubes is important, or a mouse nosing an empty beer can, the two hollow emptinesses, those two hollow emptinesses looking into each other. Don't you suppose that is important? Or the night sea stuck with soiled ships that enter the charry web of your brain with their lights, with their salty lights that touch and leave you for some more solid love of some India? Or driving great distances without reason, sleep-drugged through open windows that tear and flap your shirt like a frightened bird, and always the stoplights, always red. Night fire and defeat. Scorpions, scraps, fardels. Ex-jobs, ex-wives, ex-faces, ex-lives. Beethoven in his grave as dead as a beet. Red wheelbarrows, yes, perhaps, or a letter from hell signed by the devil, or two good boys beating the guts out of each other in some cheap stadium full of screaming smoke. But mostly, I don't care. Sitting here with a mouthful of rotten teeth, sitting here reading Herrick and Spencer and Marvell and Hopkins and Bronte, Emily today, and listening to Dvorak, Midday Witch, or Frank's Les Chaussures sur Made. Actually, I don't care, and it's unfortunate. I've been getting letters from a young poet, very young it seems, telling me that someday I will most be surely recognized as one of the world's great poets. Poet. A malversation. Today I walked in the sun and streets of this city, seeing nothing, learning nothing, being nothing. And coming back to my room, I passed an old woman who smiled a horrible smile. She was already dead, and everywhere I remembered wires. Telephone wires, electric wires, wires for electric faces, trapped like goldfish in the glass and smiling. And the birds were gone. None of the birds wanted wire or the smiling of wire, and I closed my door at last. But through the windows it was the same. A horn honked. Somebody laughed. A toilet flushed. And oddly then, I thought of all the horses with numbers that have gone by on the screaming. Gone by like Socrates, gone by like Lorca, like Chatterton. I'd rather imagine our death will not matter too much, except as a matter of disposal, a problem like dumping the garbage. And although I've saved the young poet's letters, I do not believe them. But like at the diseased palm trees in the end of the sun, I sometimes look